Hey, watch your mouth.
uh,
Trisha's West Indian too now.
uh, all right, we are
That's how
live.
she got
We are
you.
live, everyone.
We're live, dogging out West Indians and all sorts of stuff. What's up, everybody?
The house. We are live. Thank you for joining us here on another Sunday. Tiffany, how are you and how's your mom? As I always ask, how is mommy?
Everyone is well. Mommy is good. I told you she in there slurping on a milkshake, so that's good. She better enjoy it. And it's a big happy birthday to my niece, Unique. I love you, sweetheart. She's such a sweet soul. God bless you, and I'm happy that God blessed us with you.
All right. What up, Kev? And how's mom? And how's your dad? The last I heard, your dad was in the hospital. We haven't.
No, he's been out. He's doing good, man. He just had his 84th birthday. That
Oh, happy
longevity,
84th.
that longevity runs in the family.
Yes.
Hope.
So you're gonna be you're gonna get to 80, 90. I think you're gonna stay with us to 100.
Don't be jinxing my ass now. Yeah, but yeah, I will hope so. Hey, speaking of 100, who just turned 100? Somebody just turned 100 in show business. Who was it?
Dyke,
Anybody know?
Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke just turned 100. Yeah.
Oh Lord, Dick Van Dyke, he is somewhere dying. What are he doing?
Yeah.
At 100, nothing. Just glad to be alive, I guess. Enjoying his millions. No.
Listen, that's a
Happy birthday, Dick
blessing.
Van Dyke. Yeah, 100 years old.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for joining us here on another Sunday. We're supposed to have a couple of guest hosts, and one of them backed out. Hopefully, the other one would join us. As usual, I troll TikTok and I see who has some interesting views that align with what we do here on the show, and I invite people to come up and share their. A couple of them agreed, but one said something came up, he couldn't make it, but hopefully the other person pops in. And I think Tiffany, you have a.
Yeah, one of my friends that's be online, Water Guard. He's hopefully he can step in, but I love his content and how he feels. So he like us. Power
Okay.
to the black people. No.
Yeah, so today our topics we are talking about. I wanted to talk about this last week, but we spoke about other stuff, but this was still trending. And actually, Tiffany, myself, and Kevin had a debate, kind of a debate on what were the hot topics for the week. And I think the Michigan coach came in a close. Well, I think they were all tied, but
Oh, you talk about the coach with the snow bunnies.
yes. So we're talking. There's a African professor.
Camera together.
It's African, and a lot of people feel this way. I've heard this many, many times, and that's why I wanted to address it. Black America have no culture. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea why people say this. I don't see it, but apparently there are lots of people who feel that Black America have no culture. And these are people that are outside of America.
Mm-hmm.
People from it seems mostly Africa, but I have not heard any people from the Caribbean saying
Yeah,
this.
I didn't really I never heard it from the Caribbean, but the Africans, they're really stern on it. We don't have no culture.
Yes, it's mostly the Africans that are saying
Mm-hmm.
America have no culture. Also, Coach Sharon Moore, he's a black football coach at Michigan State. He's married to a white woman, and this is relevant. He is married to a white woman, has 3 or 4 white mixed kids.
Mm-hmm.
He decided to start. Well, he was already bunny hopping, so I can't say he's bunny hopping because he's already bunny hopping. He started to. What would you say? He did some extra bunny hopping, I guess. Of course, he's had an affair with a white woman in his office, and of course, it blew up. Now he has no job. He has his $6 million salary is out the door. He's lost everything, and again, another black man who's lost everything because
Over a white woman.
over a white woman. And that seems to be a trend, and we are all scratching our heads. What is it about the white woman that makes us go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
I don't know what you talking about. I be grabbing my pocketbooks. I
Um,
grab my pocketbook.
yeah. Also, the Somali Americans who supported Trump, they were in love with Donald Trump, and they were very happy to support Donald Trump. And now they are not singing his praise. Well, as a matter of fact, I have a video that where they are saying that they understand why he feels the way he feels, and it's cooning to the highest power. I mean, they're still not upset with Trump. They're like, we understand what you're saying. It's okay, we get it, but well, so we're going to talk about the Somali Americans who, like I said, took cooning to a whole new level. But our first topic will be the Black Americans have no culture. And we are going to have proof that hopefully will change these people's minds. But here's the professor that started it all. And here you go. Hold on a second.
We do not own the rights to this content or the music. It's for educational purposes only. We are protected by the Fair Use Act. Please make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment.
All right. I didn't realize we have the GOAT in the house tonight. Kevin Lee is the
Greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time. The greatest bullshit artist of all time.
I was about to say, the greatest of all time light-skinned brother.
Yeah, I'm in the runnings for that now.
I know you are.
Got some tough competition now. You got Elder Barge and Christopher Williams and
I'll be sure.
I'll be sure. I'll be sure still owns the mantle, I guess. Is he still the king? Who?
Morris Day. Isn't he like
Oh yeah, that's right. Morris Day. Forgot about Morris Day. Damn, Mr. Cool himself. I got some tough competition, man.
He just had his birthday too. Happy birthday, Morris Day.
Yes. Happy birthday, Morris Day. Yeah, we got some tough competition. So I don't know. I'm somewhere in the mix. Keeping light skin love alive.
That's right, bro.
Keeping us red bones going.
Red bones going.
All right.
I'm the only red bone comedian other than Sinbad.
All right.
All right.
All right. So here we go. Black Americans have zero culture.
African Americans in this country are the only groups. They have no culture. It depends on who you meet, where you meet them.
But currently there's not an African American culture?
No.
Yes, there is.
What is it? Name 2 value systems in the African American culture.
Value system?
Yes. Name 2 taboos in the African American culture system. Name 2 traditions, by the way, in the African American culture system. There is no value for freedom if you don't understand what it is. The concept of free. You have to have a foundation on which it would balance when you ask for it. Civil right, they give it to you. You have no culture. Nancy, you've been here, born here. Why would you be surprised if I say African Americans don't have a culture? What, twerking? So anything
but I feel like African American culture has definitely
you say
mainstream.
No, you say the word, the African American culture. What is it? Okay,
fine. Like hip hop. Oh, not hip hop. I mean, I don't want to. Yes, I feel like
you haven't thought about it. It's fine. Don't make things up.
I'm not making it up.
Okay,
I feel like
then educate me. You feel. You should know. You were born and raised here.
Yes, but I have a Haitian.
Are you African American?
I'm Haitian American.
That's correct. Do you see why you were being specific with that? Because anybody who encounters you already knows you before. If they know you are Haitian, at least 2 things comes to their mind.
What is that?
If they've been to Haiti, they can look at work ethics and they say, yes, Haitians, I know them. Service industry, they know where they do well. Food, they can say yes. And even language, Creole.
Right.
And they can say, oh, I love Haitians. Because they saw the culture in abstract before they encountered you. So people go over the bridge of your culture, your tradition, your customs, and that helps them to know how to
address it.
Exactly. I'm saying to you, any people who ask for these things, which are abstract, freedom, for example, independence, for example, and civil right, for example, voting right, for example, you must have a foundation on which these things are going to balance. Because the people there have to uniformly agree with consensus. This is our way of life. The do's and the don'ts involved in our culture. Even if you have to create an artificial culture.
Is that why the civil rights movement is considered dead?
It's dead and useless. They got it, but they could not balance it on any foundation.
What would you guys consider African American culture? Because I feel like that's a thing that people always talk about. Black people don't have no culture. African American people have no culture. But you guys do have a culture.
It's American culture.
Yes, it's everywhere. Black culture is the most stolen culture in the world.
Facts.
Okay.
You can see it. You can see it across the board. Kim Kardashian got a whole brand built around black culture. Let's be honest. The only reason why Twitter is a successful platform, or Instagram, or any of these social media
Black
platforms,
Twitter.
they're all driven by black culture.
So
Black
what
culture
is that? What is that? Like, what does that look like?
It's
I'm just
American pop
curious.
culture. Let's look at Burna Boy, for example. When is there
Yeah.
any
Ooh,
time?
I'm gonna shake the table.
When is there any other time in Africa to wear Timberlands?
That's New
Speak
York.
on it, because that's been a
East
big
side.
topic online.
Yes.
He's dressed like he's from where?
East side New York.
Exactly.
It's funny about Burna Boy, and hey, I love Burna Boy's music. I've been to a lot of concerts. Burna Boy, hey, I love him. But the truth is, Burna Boy has slandered black culture, but at the same time, you are mixing all your songs over R&B
Black American
beats.
music. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you that black culture is still a very prevalent thing. Black culture is not just the story of what black culture is in the South, because that looks totally different in East Harlem or New York. That's a total different
okay.
black experience, but all of that is still in itself blackness.
Oh,
So
I
look at it
love
like-
that.
look at-
Calvin, you just made a powerful point about like black culture kind of being like tribes, like depending
Yeah,
on
so-
where you are,
The
from,
South.
where
So you
you're
got the
from.
South. Everybody know, Southern hospitality.
Yes.
New York, grimy, rude.
I don't know about
very.
real. Just real.
Man,
Real rude.
anybody, I don't trust
Real rude. No
No
good morning. No how are you?
West Coast, they're more laid back because they got Southern roots. Because most of my family, they're in Oakland, in the Bay Area.
Ooh,
During the
yeah.
World War II era,
I love
people did mass migration. You got your family from the South that moved to the get the World War II jobs and stuff like that.
You feel like it's
Wait, where you from? I'm American. I'm from New York. No, that country. The United States. Wait. You African American? I'm Black American.
So what country? Like,
The United States.
your family.
I was born in the United States.
No, your family.
Where's your mom and dad from?
No, like what country?
No, wait.
Where's your mom and dad from?
Viral. Alright, listen. No, I'm not.
Where's your mom, your granddad, your grandma?
My mom.
Your great-great-grandmother, born in 1872. That's your grandmother sitting next to her.
Where was she born at?
She was born in Virginia.
So, are you Aborigine? Are you
I'm a
native?
Black American.
You're just Black American?
Yes.
So your country is Black... No,
Country is Black American. Wow.
your country is... No, that's what I'm trying to say.
My country is the United States of America.
I swear, tripping.
I'm tripping.
You have to be tripping, bro.
Aren't you from Jamaica?
No. I'm born in England.
Alright, where are you from?
My grandparents, my dad's side is Jamaican.
So where are you from?
Jamaica.
Alright, where else are you from? Where?
England. Jamaica, England.
You want to know something? Because the statement that you're trying to make is a statement that applies to you.
Bro said I'm tripping. I had to pull out the videos for him, Big Fun. The full video's on YouTube, yo. Go check it out. Go leave a like and comment. Run it up.
Let me make the distinction or the delineation. I'm a foundational Black American. My mama Black, my daddy Black. I did not come from any place other than here. I don't go to Jamaica and speak on what's happening in the grill. I do not go to Ghana and speak what's happening in Ghana. I do not go to Nigeria and talk about what's happening in Lagos because it's none of my business. It is not my place. When you come over here from the Caribbean, from Africa, from South America, whichever type of Black that you are, you get an immigrant experience. You do not have 400 years of chattel slavery hanging over your head. You do not know anything about Jim Crow, and you do not understand what is happening to us directly. You catch a little bit of an incident here and there because you look like us. So I'm gonna need everybody who's not a foundational Black American to stay the hell out of my conversation, understand it's not your place, and realize that we have things to do. What you think K-pop is? The Backstreet Boys, one of their biggest hits is My Love Is All I Have to Give. You know who wrote it? It's a Full Force song. If you ever listen to Full Force Essentials on Apple Music, you can tell that's a Full Force ballad. Y'all love embracing Bruno Mars, but when it's time for Asian Pacific Islander Month, Bruno Mars is the face of it on Amazon Prime. Y'all love letting people cosplay like 1970s soul singers who ain't us. You love it when somebody comes over and they got swag and they singing like us and You let Sam Smith sing Stay With Me like he doesn't sound like he's got Tank in his throat. Pause. Little Richard told you, I took the Beatles on the road with me. I took the Rolling Stones on the road with me. I'm the architect of this. And y'all called him gay and crazy, but he was right. Y'all let him call Michael Jackson everything but a child of God. Y'all grind up R. Kelly, but y'all let Elvis mess around with 14-year-old Priscilla. And you let Jerry Lee Lewis mess around with his 13-year-old cousin. You're selective in your outrage, and you're not that selective in your gatekeeping.
With the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. We helping you grow the Black Therapy Show. You in a safe space, dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. You know with Kevin, and Tiffany, you'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We're giving you empathy, we're gonna challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all the schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from my God above. It's called Kevin and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us here on another Sunday. As you saw, we were talking about the video that went viral with the very first video I showed. It's an African professor saying that Black Americans have no culture, and he went on to explain, in his opinion, why Black Americans have no culture. What is culture? To me, culture is a tradition. If it's being done repeatedly in your community, in your neighborhood, that becomes your culture. So I'm not understanding. Hopefully, Tiffany and Kevin explain to me what people mean when they say Americans have no culture. I'm going to show you. I'm from Barbados. I'm going to show you guys some videos of Bajan or Barbados culture, and to me, it's no different from Black American culture. But for some reason, Black Americans are told they have no culture. The first video, this is Barbados independence. It will be your 4th of July. It'd be ours is on November 30th. Yours is 4th of July. And on independence, there's a special dish we make. It's called conkeys, and we make them. This is our culture.
If you grew up in Barbados, you know this right here means one thing. Independence time. Conkeys, a sweet steamed caramel pudding wrapped in banana leaves. We grate our pumpkin, coconut, and sweet potato, and then we mix it up with caramel, sugar, spice, and a little love. Once we incorporate all our ingredients and mix them together well, we then place our mixture in the banana leaves and then we wrap them up tightly. And then we let the steam do the rest of the work. The smell alone, pure nostalgia, reminds me of my granny's kitchen and freedom celebrations. Every November, Bajans across the world making these, keeping traditions alive. So this right here is our first recipe highlighting Barbados through its Independence Month. You done know? Thank you guys for watching. Conkeys.
That's a culture. That's my culture. Now, what's different and Black Americans have similar? So explain to me why people say Black Americans have no culture. Tiffany, I'll let you go.
To be honest, we are actually the ones that created a lot because of what we have been through in our life. We created culture. I was very disappointed that people still to this day, which we are the most copied people in the world, our style, our swagger, our music, our looks. Everybody is trying to beat us, but we don't have a culture. I think that why he said that is because we don't come from a tribalism atmosphere. That's not us. We actually came across the waters and got away from that and had to come into this white man society. But we don't live in a tribal way of life. You know, we don't have another language, because I think that's another thing they talk about, because we don't speak another language.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Tiffany hit the wrong button.
Me?
Oh, you back? You're back.
Yeah, because we don't speak another a language, they look down on us. So I'm to be honest with you, I'm not really paying that man no attention, because do you know that he lives here in America? You are soaking up our culture in a suit. You understand? I don't see you walking around here in African garbs and walking barefooted. You're not doing that. And I'm not trying to stereotype. I'm just saying, y'all copy a lot from us. Y'all benefit a lot from what us as Black people have been through here in America for over 500 years plus. So, again, we have culture. If it wasn't for jazz, what? Jazz opened up many doors, gospel Christian music. We took it to another level. We don't even want to get into food. I mean, come on, look how we make food. They gave us scraps. We created a meal. Okay? So I'm not really, I just feel like these are people that are jealous of us and they need something to do to disrespect us. And I'm gonna be honest with you, our slave masters brought them over here to us so they can undermine us. That's what I really think, to be honest with you. But other than that, we have culture, we have background, and we created almost everything through pain, sweat, and tears that today people are copying today.
All right, here's Denzel Washington explaining a little bit about culture.
Why did he need a black director? Could a white director not have?
It's not
produced this
color.
work?
It's culture.
Explain the difference, because I think we're in a
Steven
space
Spielberg
right
did Schindler's List.
now. Mm-hmm.
Martin Scorsese did Goodfellas, right? Steven Spielberg could direct Goodfellas. Martin Scorsese probably could have done a good job with Schindler's List. But there are cultural differences. You know, I know, you know, we all know what it is when a hot comb hits your hair on a Sunday morning, what it smells like.
Huh?
That's a cultural difference, not just a color difference.
Right.
So it's the culture.
You know about a hot comb scenario?
No, she don't know about no hot comb.
Because that's
You don't
that's
know.
old
You don't know nothing about.
Dax.
See how everybody laugh? That's a cultural difference. That's not a race difference. That's just that motion. That's all I gotta say, right?
I know what a hot comb is.
Okay. All right. The space that we're in, culture versus race, and how important it is. You know, where we are right now as a culture, as an American family. You're producing a film that's culturally germane to a particular time and a particular people. You know, the
Okay, so that's Denzel explaining culture, right? But yet still, so let me show this African explaining why. Hold on a second.
Every time I hear
here.
somebody say that Black Americans have no culture, I think
You're the reason why people keep on asking this question, because you don't even know how to answer this question. When asked, what is Black American culture? You need to actually show Black American culture, you know, like they do in Louisiana, for example. They have actual Black American culture. But you're coming out here showing a plate of food and some dude with a radio. What does that have to do with anything? Let's go with the plate. On your plate, you have collard greens. Africans also have collard greens. It is cooked the exact same way. In Congo, for example, we call it ndunda. Same thing. And on top of that, you have the audacity to show mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. Two of the most European creations ever. I remember one time I saw a guy who said, oh, mac and cheese is in Black American creation. Listen. Y'all need to be serious. Okay, when you start talking about things like this, you need to be serious. This is why people look at you funny, because you're saying things that don't make sense. A guy said mac and cheese is a Black American creation. He said some dude named Hemming, I think Hemming, created it. No, he did not create it. Maybe he helped popularize it. I don't know, but he did not create it. Mac and cheese. Listen, cheese is probably one of the most French thing that you will find out here. Cheese. And don't even get me started on mac. That's literally short for macaroni. That's an Italian word, okay? So how come a French thing and an Italian thing is part of your culture? This is the reason why people keep on asking y'all these stupid questions, because you don't even know how to answer it. Answer the question properly and people will leave it alone. I don't even see the reason to talk about the other thing, because that's just a black man with a radio. I understand what it symbolizes. It's hip-hop, I get it, but that man is wearing a Kango. Okay, that's literally a company owned by a white man.
But it's still culture, though. I mean, they took it and make it a culture. Is it just like Timberlands were just regular work boots, right? And it's the hip hop culture that took the Timberlands and make it a cultural thing. I mean, they don't own it. Of course, we know they don't own Timberlands. It was started by a white man, but they took it and made it into something. It was nothing before Black Americans, got a hold of it. So
I have a question. Why do we owe him an explanation? who the F is
Any
he?
of them, because they all
exactly.
over
Like
here.
why? If I was to talk to him, why do I have to tell you anything? Who are you? I have to explain to you what African American culture is. Like, why do I owe you explanation to begin with? Why do you care? Because you, in his brain, like most people that come to this country from other countries, they are brainwashed and taught to look down on us. And that's just a simple fact. They're brainwashed to look down on us. Meanwhile, a lot of these people are here on this land talking shit about us, when the only reason they're on this land is because of the blood, sweat, and tears of the African American community.
Mm-hmm.
So you had the audacity to be sitting in the United States of America making a video asking me about my culture. My culture is what got your ass here.
And we can't do it in their country. We cannot go there and say the things that they say to us. We cannot go there and make any type of laws or anything. But you can come here and you can be very disrespectful to us, but copy us because you wear our sneakers. I can go to Harlem right now and it will be hard to tell who's an African and who's American, okay? Because they copying us. So if that's the case, stop copying us, stay in your country and make your country great again.
But Tiff, some of it's our fault because we don't gatekeep we allow people to come into our culture, and we allow, Sam Smith, for example, we play his music on our R&B stations, because he had a hit that sound good, one hit, by the way, and then Sam Smith, after that one hit that he had, said something negative about Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Made a negative comment about Michael Jackson, the king. And at that point, every black DJ in America should have said, boy, we ain't playing your music. You lost your mind talking about Michael Jackson? Who the hell are you with one hit? With one hit to say something negative about Michael Jackson? You had one hit and you're going to talk about Michael Jackson? You don't get played on my station. But we didn't do that, So until we start taking up for ourselves, this K-pop makes millions of dollars. This is just Filipino, Asian guys that's basically doing hip hop. That's all it is hip hop, And like you said earlier, like the guy in the video, without the Jacksons, there's no, and New Edition. Without the Jacksons and New Edition, there's no Black Street Boys, no NSYNC, none of those acts. Without the Jacksons, there's no Osmonds. If you want to go back to the 70s, there's no Osmonds.
Richie, Richie, or he just said it, but Little Richie, come on. They was copying and stealing for years from off of us because we put soul in everything. We gave it seasoning. We gave it blood, sweat, and tears. And they were mad and very jealous. And as we see, people are still being a little salty about it. And it's okay, because that just let us know that we're very important. But we do have a culture because we create culture. Everybody is following us, wanting to dress like us, so wanting to be us, want to talk like us. Stop it. So I'm not, again, I just feel like that man wanted likes and clicks, and if he really think that we don't have no culture or nothing, he should go back to Benin. And he should be with his people and be where it's culture, tradition, and tribalism. And he should be okay. Don't come here in our country. And I was watching something too. This is a race-based country. I'm sorry. We just want to keep it real. It's not a tribalism country. And we already see the tribalism didn't work because you have many tribes fighting against each other. Did you know that? It'd be like 5 to 7, even 10 tribes fighting against each other. Why? When we all the same color. When we could be getting along more, but no, you don't do my tradition, or you don't follow my taboos, or you don't do that. We don't have time for that right here in America, because we are busy trying to survive with medical, with housing, with just working every day, stress, everything. We don't have time to be worrying about who's this. We know who we are here. We're Black Americans, and we are very proud of ourselves because we came this far, because they didn't even think we was going to come this far.
Scooby D2, Tiffany is asking, are you telling him to go back to his country? I think I know where he's going with that, because, white people always tell Black people go back to Africa. So he's asking you.
But isn't he already in Europe already? Why am I telling him to go somewhere he's already at?
No, the African guy. Is he living in America? The African guy that said Black people have no culture. Is he living here in America?
No, yes, he's here in America now.
Right.
Soaking up all our civil rights and
telling somebody to go back to their country, as Tiffany said, because she's frustrated with him disrespecting our culture or questioning who the hell we are when we didn't, pave the way for his ass, and he don't even realize it, and he disrespects us. And a white person who's just racist telling us to go back to our country when we're born here is two different things, Scooby-Doo. It's two different things. So when a white man says to a Black person, go back to your country, he's usually saying that to a person that's born in this country. So it's stupid and dumb. So I don't think Tiffany's saying go back to your country because she's being racist. She's saying that to this guy because if you're going to come here and piggyback on the backs of the African-American community, and even survive in this country because of the sacrifices of the African-American community that was shed, throughout the years, then show some respect. Show some respect. How you gonna come here and question us about our culture? Like, we don't owe you an explanation, for starters. We just don't. And you do your own homework. And if you think we don't have no culture, then keep it to yourself, But you to get on a podcast and on social media and start all this nonsense for clicks and likes, basically, like Tiff said, it's nonsense. You get called out on it because we're not having it.
Mm-hmm. So what's her name? I'm sorry, not to cut you off. Karen Hunter.
Yeah, that's my girl.
She did a segment with him, and I have not listened to Karen Hunter in a little while, but Karen Hunter really went in on him, and she even brought a professor that is he does Black history, African history, all of that, and he broke it down to him. And this man, and Karen said, "You still feel the same way?" He was like, "Yeah, we don't have no culture." So my thing is, please, anybody that think that Black people don't have no culture, you don't like it or whatever, but you here in America, you know what you can do, and you see what Trump did. You see what's going on with Trump. So that probably be another one's going. He's going in on our same African brothers and sisters that was trying to come for us. We're not Black, we're Somalian, we are not with that. You understand? And now he's going in on y'all saying, go back to your country and fix it then, since y'all have such an issue and keep complaining about us.
All right, if Black people don't have no culture, Black Americans to be more specific, have no culture, whose culture are these people stealing? Is this their original culture?
Supersonic motivating rhymes are creating. And everybody knows that JJ Fast devastating. We know you like us, girl, so you better get sterile. Cause we are the home chicks that are rocking your world. I don't think you're ready, feeling deadly tonight. BABYMO when about to blow your mind. We about to leave you breathless. Call the doctors, paramedics, cause the stage on fire. I'm not talking pyrotechnics.
That was started in Korea, Tiff. So don't get any. That's all Korean music right there. All Korean. Here's a Brooklyn rapper. Have you ever heard of this guy, Tiff? He's from Brooklyn.
I'm trying to move the whole gang out the hood. Tell the family, good whole team gon' eat. Ain't about blood, about money, this family ties. If I'm Kendrick today, baby, keep. Pray for the day when the brodies gon' eat. Till the end, the motto was by any means. Look, I'm with the gang and we clicked up. We might be deep, but y'all look like some shook ones. Like, rest of y'all suck my dick. Like, how much seed taste with a finger whole lung up? Like, I do this shit so my brothers don't gotta be busting their ass for no come up. Like, what? Bitch, I'm the one. I leave them tick like they got a stutter. Wait, just landed in Brooklyn, huh? Went to the hood for some bop. Shawty says she from Bushwick, but she on P-Nap, give it top. Like, she hopping on villager dick. She swallow my kids off the wop. Wait, I just landed in the hood. Finna smoke me a fresh pack of ops.
Clearly, he's invited to the cookout, Tiff.
No, he's not invited to my cookout. I don't know what you're talking about, but I was in a state of shock. First of all, another thing that we have a lot of culture with, we are the most welcoming people. We always got our hand out. Come on, baby, because we know how it feels to be persecuted, how to be talked down. We know how it feels. We know how it feels. So we always letting people in. But you think they're gonna let us in his world? No. Again, thanks again, y'all. We good. We good. I'm over it.
Kevin,
I'm over it.
Are you feeling that Korean, the Korean
Korean fried chicken?
Tiffany's right. We are so welcoming because he has a whole band of brothers behind him.
Just jumping up, happy, like it's just too much because we could not do that. If it was the other way around, we could never do that. You understand? And that's been our life. What's good for them is not good for us. So again, we are the most copied in the world. Everybody, even Afro beats. I was watching an Afrobeat documentary that's on Netflix. They started out trying to be rappers. You should have saw Africans trying to be rappers. They trying to wear hip hop clothes. It did not even fit them. So now that y'all have Afro beats, which was the best thing that happened to you, because I was hoping that y'all came with a come up because y'all needed more for your country. Now you want to be arrogant and rude and disrespectful. Now people not coming to your concerts like that. My thing is everything is a boomerang. It comes back. What you put in this universe will come back to you because we are so welcoming. We'll bring people in, but they be trying to push us out or they trying to copy us. And it's sad. It's sad. But again, we still going to survive and y'all still going to be copying us.
Yeah, maybe we need to gatekeep more, but can we? I mean, we're just too welcoming. Maybe that's just the way Black people are. We just welcome everyone, and everyone wants to keep us out, and we are trying to let everyone in.
Yes, and it's not right. But again, listen, since this social media, I tell anybody, I was not raised to hate anyone or be against anyone from any other country, culture, especially Black people. We supported Nelson Mandela. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we opened up so many doors for so many people because we didn't want them to suffer. But when they come here and this social media has showed us who a lot of people is, and another thing, a lot of people are very ignorant to our culture. They don't know our background. They don't know what we went through because they didn't teach them that. And you know the queen wasn't going to teach them either. They barely had schools and sanitation, lights, all of that. You really think they know our culture? So I'm going to leave it on that. They don't know us and they don't know our culture. So my thing is do our history and you will see the culture that we built that y'all copy off so much. And yes, we did bring many traditions. When our ancestors came here across that water, they did bring little traditions over, but we had to hide them because if we showed them, they would kill us, our slave masters. So again, please do history about us first before you judge us or tell us we don't have no culture.
In the video that I showed where the guy on the street was asking the Black American guy where he's from, and they go, where you from? Because he was able to say, I'm Jamaican and I'm Haitian, but they're saying Black Americans don't have any culture because they don't know where they're from. If you're born in America, isn't being Black American enough? Why do I have to be from, you know what I mean? Why do I have to be from like Jamaica? If you're born in America, my sons are born in America. I'm from Barbados and my ex is from Barbados, but they were born here. So they are Black American. That's where they're from. I mean, what do you mean, where are you from? Like, what do you, I was born.
No, I know what they're talking about. Your son's is first generation.
Right.
Being here. You understand what I'm saying? So they're American because they was born here. You understand? But other than that, listen, my ancestors, I can show you my ancestors from the late 1700s. You understand? I have pictures of my grandparents from the early 1900s, late 1800s, because that's how long my ancestors have been here. You understand? They were slaves, they were sharecroppers. You understand? So I have that history. So where you gonna send me at? Well, we've been here for a long time. Now, yes, I did my DNA, and the DNA said our ancestors is from Africa. That's where they brought us from. So, I mean, come on. Most of these people took planes to come over here. My ancestors came in shackles. So I'm not trying to hear.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, they're trying to make it seem like it's not okay just to be Black American. You have to be something else. No, I was born in America and I'm Black. This is where my roots are. What is wrong with that? Why isn't that enough? Why do I need to say I'm Black? My roots go back to Jamaica. My roots go back to whatever, Nigeria or Ghana. Why? I was born in this country. This is my country. This is my ancestors. Why isn't that enough? Why you try? It's almost like you're trying to embarrass me because I don't have you know what I mean? Like another country to be associated with. No. I was born in America. My kids are born in America. They're Black American. Why isn't that enough? Why
Yeah, and you let your children know they are Black American regardless. This country is run on race. It's not run on tribes. You understand? It's run on race, and until people get that in their head, they're not going to never understand. And I'm not trying to make them understand. We already know people are stuck in their ways, and you cannot change anybody. I know who I am. Y'all know who y'all are, and the people out there know who they are. Please don't bust your bubble trying to change these people. What Karen said, she was like, "All right, have a good day," like getting him off the screen. She was like, "All right, thank you. You ain't gonna listen to us. Thank you. You know, I don't even know why you did it anyway. What was the purpose? The purpose was he wanted likes and clicks, and that's the new hustle today. If you look on the internet, right, you will see it's Africans doing content on African American, Black American issues. Look now, you see all the Africans talking about us and watching and using us as content and making mad money off of us. It's just a new hustle. That's our culture. Everybody make money off of us. That's it.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna move on to the next topic. What do you guys want to do? The bunny hopper, or you want to do the Somali? Let's get to the bunny hopping.
You talking about Black Queens forever?
Yeah.
No bunnies, never. We should give a shout out to Umar Johnson. I don't care what y'all say about Umar Johnson. Yeah, he has his ups and he has his downs. Each Black man has it. Okay, so he was real about that.
Yes. So Michigan coach Sharon, I think the E is silent in his name. Sharon Moore, he's a Black. He's the head coach. I don't know if he's the head coach of Michigan State.
Was he a coach? Well, you know they're not gonna let no head nigga be in there. He was probably one of the assistant coaches or something.
But he was $6 million. He was getting paid $6 million. So
yeah, he was making a lot of money, especially being with that white woman. Because if anything happened to him, it's gonna go right to her.
So anyway, he was married. He's married to a white woman. They have 3 kids, I think. He decided to do a little bunny, more to do some extra.
You said more bunny hopping.
He connected with this white girl. She's 24, I think they said. She's kind of young. I don't know. He looks like he could be in his 30s or 40s, maybe. Anyway, things didn't go well. From the news report, seems like she got pregnant allegedly, and they said that Uber Eats driver is who started all this. Somehow they reported something to do with he ordered some food or something.
I don't know, but
anyway,
I tell you this.
No, I think the story was he was having an affair with this lady. She did get pregnant. He paid for the abortion. Something happened, and I think she called it off. And then after she called it off, she went to the university and snitched about the relationship, because in his contract, you're not allowed to have relationships with other, your staff or people that work for the people that work for the university. So you're not allowed to have relationships with people who work for the university. Not to mention he was married. But so when she went to the university and spilled the beans I guess they had an argument or something, and spilled the beans, then he went to her apartment, outraged about her spilling the beans, and he bust into her apartment, took a knife and threatened to kill himself, and said that I'm going to kill myself in front of you, and my blood's going to be on your hands because you ruined my life.
All right, here we go. They're saying another black man brought down by a white woman. I think this brother, took himself down. But
how rich is Sharon Moore? He was dismissed from his coaching position due to infidelity. In 2010, Sharon Moore was still early in his coaching career, working as a graduate assistant. Moore's estimated net worth was likely under $200,000. By 2017, Moore joined the University of Michigan as a tight ends coach and later became co-offensive coordinator. His net worth grew to approximately $500,000 to $800,000. In 2021, Moore became Michigan's offensive coordinator and offensive line coach. His net worth reached around $1.5 million. In 2024, Moore achieved the biggest milestone of his career when he was named the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines. His new contract paid $5.5 million per year. His net worth had risen to an estimated $3 million to $4 million. In 2025, Moore continued to receive his head coach salary, but his coaching career was abruptly ended due to an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Even so, after receiving millions of dollars in salary over 2 seasons, Moore's net worth reached approximately $6 million.
All right, fine, let's talk about it. This is the former head coach of Michigan. He is married to this woman. They have kids. He allegedly cheated on his wife with this woman, who is his assistant, cheating with a younger woman. Wow, how original. The salary for the assistant went from approximately $58,000 for 2 years to about $90,000 for the 2024-2025 season. This man did not care about getting caught. It is also alleged that he went to her house and threatened to take himself and her out of life permanently. Reports say that he had a knife. He is currently being held in jail, and his first court appearance is happening today, Friday. So to recap, he lost his job and his salary, a salary of millions of dollars per year. He is currently in jail, and I am sure the divorce papers have already been drafted. This is so sad. A lot of people are asking, is the woman going to get fired too, since she was one half of the affair? She is the subordinate, so she may be able to claim that she was harassed, stalked, or coerced. That said, I think eventually they will find a reason to push her out. It is only a matter of time. You know how these things go. They keep tabs on you, and the moment you slip up, they already have the termination letter drafted. I will keep you updated on this case as always. Please, for the love of God, what is next on the docket?
You're a married man with 3 daughters, and you make $6 million per year, and you just threw that away for a side piece. If y'all haven't heard this story yet, this story is one for the books. Michigan's head coach, Sharon Moore, got fired for having an affair with a staff member. This man just ruined his entire career that he worked for, because he's been with Michigan for a few years now. And this story gets worse. After they fired him, he went home and got into an argument with his wife about the cheating allegations. It's alleged that after he argued with his wife, he left and went to his side piece house, and this man had a knife and not only threatened to kill her, threatened to kill himself as well. Bro, you just went from being on top of the world to having it all to being at rock bottom in less than 24 hours. They found out who the girl was he was having an affair with. They also released her information, and of course people are saying that she's to blame as well. And while that may be true, at the end of the day, as a man, you are a married man. It's your responsibility to protect your family and not put yourself in that situation. So the blame starts with him.
That black man lost his coaching job because a white man wants his position. Nothing more, nothing less. This nonsense about him interacting with the staffer, miss me with all that. They don't give a damn about any of that shit. They literally put a man in office who went to a whole island that was created for men to sleep with kids, girls and boys. But now all of a sudden they have a moral compass. Get the fuck out of here. pull the phones of everybody on that field. Everybody in that room that decided he had to go. I guarantee you, they're probably sleeping with staffers, probably sleeping with the players. Literally.
And I gotta say this, man. I don't want to hear nothing about the light-skinned brothers for the rest of the year. I don't want to hear nothing about the mixed race brothers for the rest of the year. So far in 2024, dark-skinned brothers, my complexion and darker, have been doing more cooning and participating in more bunny hopping and more racial betrayal than all the light-skinned men in Black America put together. Leave the light-skinned brothers alone. Leave the mixed-race brothers alone. Dark-skinned men are cooning out of control so far in 2024.
Yeah, I mean, as I think about it, man, they have been doing the most cooning, man.
Kev, you are Dr. Umar. You're on his good side, man. He said, "Leave the light skinned brothers alone."
Well, that's not true, man, because my man from I have trouble pronouncing his name. A man that used to be the coach of the Boston Celtics that was engaged to Nina Long.
Adike,
Manduka, something like that. Yeah, that's a light-skinned brother. He was the Boston coach making millions of dollars, and his fiance was Nina Long, beautiful black sister, and he cheated on her with a white woman and lost his job as a coach of the Boston Celtics. And the white woman he was having an affair with was a staffer also for the Boston Celtics.
Her husband was one of the owners.
Her husband was one of the owners of the team. And so she was married to one of the owners of the team, and he's the coach, and he's having an affair with her. Meanwhile, he's engaged to actress Nina Long, and he's a light-skinned brother. So I don't know, Dr. Umar. I think black men with money and millions of dollars are just losing their damn mind. And I don't know, we have this conversation so many times on this show. I was watching Eddie Murphy's documentary on Netflix, which was great, by the way. I love Eddie Murphy. He's my favorite. He's the GOAT, in my opinion, of our industry. But Eddie's worth crazy money, millions of dollars. And of course, he's now married to a white woman. Now, I was watching another documentary, Michael Jordan, on Netflix, and he's married to a white woman, and he's a billionaire. So I don't know what's going on with our rich black men who end up with these white women. And I don't know. I won't say I'm against interracial dating. I've been there, done that in my life. I just don't understand when you have that type of money. And now I'm an older person, and I think about the generational wealth that Dr. Umar talks about a lot. I have my problems with Dr. Umar. Y'all know that. But, he's right on this, though, about this generational wealth and this money leaving the community. He called out Kobe Bryant, which, he got in trouble for calling out Kobe Bryant because, we lost Kobe. Kobe's not here to defend himself, but he called out Kobe and his wife, Kobe being married and leaving all that money to his wife with his tragic death, and he feels Vanessa's not putting that money back into the community, our community, So it's a lot with this whole rich men marrying, white women and stuff like that. And I know Jordan, and I don't know Eddie's situation, but I know Jordan puts money back into the community. He doesn't brag about it, but he does. I've heard things that he's done for the black community. You know what I mean? I don't know what Eddie does with his money, but I know Jordan has put money back into the black community, and it's not front page news. He don't have to brag about it, but he's not doing it. So, so he's in love with this white woman. That's who he married. It is what it is. You don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know who you're going to love. You don't know who, you don't have control over that stuff, Tiff. I know Tiffany does, but most of us don't. We don't know who we're going to meet and who we're going to love.
I'm not
and who you're going to connect.
I
understand, Tiffany. You made yourself clear all the time on the show that you're not dating outside the race. But that's not, I wouldn't say that's not normal, but that's just your decision. But it's not like, I don't even know how to say it, Tiffany. I get your point. Trust me, I understand your point, Tiff.
Listen, you're right. Listen, love is love. People fall in love. They love people, whatever. But when you see this happening again and again, it's like a cycle with entertainers. You're like, wow, what is going on? I would not be surprised if they put her on him to sabotage him, because what is men's downfall? Vagina and money. Okay. So I would not be surprised if he was targeted and he got caught out there, and that's why he was mad and went over there and was ready to kill up everything, because he like, goddamn, I got caught out there, whatever, because you lost everything over a white woman. Also, I don't think a lot of our black men know the history of messing around with a white woman. 50 years ago, you would be either hung. They did not play with their white women, okay? They did not. That's their main thing. Oh, the black men are dangerous. They sexual. They too sexual. We need to protect our white women against them. I mean, come on. And they going totally against the grain, and they going right to it. And look what's happened. You lost what, a $7 million job because you wanted to cheat with your assistant. You already had a bunny at your house. You want to go mess and go extra bunny? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. The same thing with Bill Cosby. I don't believe that he was a habitual pill dropper to every white woman that they dug up from the ground. I don't know where these women came from. And you already know how they look at us, how they view us, and y'all still mess with these women. I don't understand. I really don't understand. If you don't want to be with her, don't be with her, and then you cheat on her, and then you get caught, and then you get mad. And the same thing with Aduki, or whatever his name is,
Yeah.
and Nia Long. Nia Long is a beautiful person. She said they was going through their ups and downs, but however, you gonna sit here and you gonna embarrass her and her child and your child together because you want to sleep with somebody else's wife. Okay, come on. I just think they be doing too much. So their consequences is they deserve it. Okay, they undercover coons and they got caught out there because you lost a lot of money because you want to sleep around with Karen.
Don't forget about Shannon Sharp, who lost $100 million contract. $100 million contract. He's about to sign a $100 million contract.
Shannon Sharp is different. He just did that because he don't want nobody to say he gay. I ain't gay no more. He
I don't
don't want to
care.
be gay.
For $100 million, you can call me gay all you want.
That's my point. But he is all about his face and how people view him. He did all of this I'm telling you, I think that was extra too, because you played yourself. Nobody cared who you slept with or anything like that, but you went out there messing around with this young tenderoni. Again, I think they planted them there, okay? Because they know, get them niggas that know how to throw a football, they know how to dribble. That's where the money's at.
All right, so Tiffany, I take it you are in the camp with Dr. Umar on this. This guy asked Dr. Umar if he has ever slept with a white woman, and this was his answer.
Have you ever slept with a woman outside of the race?
Never.
Never. You can
Never.
say that with a straight face.
In the presence of my ancestors, never. Now let me clarify. It's not because I'm against the Arab or the Jew or the Anglo-Saxon or the Latino or the East Indian or the Chinese or the Mexican. It's not about hate. It's about loyalty to the black woman.
I don't believe you've never stuck your in some white pink.
The Most High Almighty
Hey,
God.
there's some good white pink out here, man. I'm trying to convince you on it.
But
you ain't had it
you
yet.
dealing
But
with
listen,
the carnal.
you
You're
might
dealing with
you
the
may-
carnal. I need you to deal with the consciousness, Drewski. Stay with me, because every time you lay with a woman, you exchange spiritual energy, not just physical fluids, bro.
So you don't use condom?
Yes, but when you even if you use the condom, there's still a such thing as spiritually transmitted diseases. Spiritually transmitted diseases. You can pick up a demon laying with that woman, brother.
What?
You ever get out of bed and feel a little differently than the way you got in it?
Don't you put that demon on me, Dr. Umar. Don't you do that.
No.
Don't you do that.
No, but check it out, Juice.
Hell
It depends
no.
who they identify as black. And by the way, my paternal great-grandfather was a Cuban, right?
That's what I'm
but
saying.
Stay with me. But they got to identify with the race. In other words, you can have
So
two.
you the Cuban before?
No, I've never dated a Latino.
A Puerto Rican?
Wait, yes, I've dated a Puerto
I
Rican.
told you. I said it.
No, that's
you
not
the outside the race.
That's not
That's not African American, man.
Drewski.
That's Latino. They speak another language, brother.
Language don't matter. Race is not a language, and race is not a culture. Stay with me. So you can be Puerto Rican That's your nationality. You can speak Spanish. That's your language. You have white Latinos. You have black Latinos. You have white Puerto Ricans. You have black Puerto Ricans. You have indigenous Puerto Ricans. You have white Cubans. You have black Cubans. You have indigenous Cubans. You have white Dominicans, black Dominicans, indigenous Dominicans. Drewski, you can walk in here right now and say you feel you identify as a white
Well, I
man.
sometimes be telling them I'm Puerto Rican.
Look, Supreme
By the
Court.
hairline right here, you see
You got a little Latino thing. Do you have Latino blood?
No, I got German in me a little bit. I actually got
That's
a
the
little
slave
bit.
master.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
We're not counting him.
Yeah.
Dr. Umar's full of shit.
No, that's so funny. No, first of all, that guy's a comedian.
Dr.
Drewski is
Umar's
a
full of shit.
comedian, and he's been doing this for a minute. So I understand the whole thing with the funniness and all of that stuff like that. But I'm down with Umar. I'm sorry. I don't
He
want no
said he slept with a
spiritual
Puerto
trip.
Rican lady, right? So he slept with a Puerto Rican lady. But he said he's down with the black queen. So he don't consider Puerto Rican women black queens. I mean, he considered them black queens because like you could be from another country. You could be not from another country and be considered like, my ex-wife was from Brazil, right? Rio de Janeiro. In her country, she was considered white Brazilian. When she came to the United States of America, she was considered black. So my point is, Dr. Umar just said, I don't sleep outside my race. I only sleep with sisters. But then he goes, well, I slept with Puerto Rican.
No, but you heard him. He said it's Afro Latinos. It's women that's dark like me and talk full Spanish. And then you have very white looking women that is actually, as you say, Cuban or something like that. And they speak Spanish. So no, I understand what he's saying with that. I mean, come on, all of us is mixed. We're not, we're talking about pure slave master killer wives. Women. That's what we're talking about. Come on.
Okay. Well,
that what he said is he is dedicated to the culture. I mean, like in his head, when he's out during the day, consciously he's thinking, I'm black, I'm dedicated to black women. You know what I mean? So no matter how white women come at me, I'm sticking with my black women. I'm sticking with them, no matter how they come at me. Which is what he's saying all black men should do. It no matter where you are, what you're doing, who you're working with, no matter what, you should always be conscious of the fact that you need to be with a black woman, which is what he does.
And listen, I'm down with that too. But also, we have so many opportunities. We have black people that come in all shades. You understand? Like he said, we have Afro Latino, we have Afro Brazilian. It's nothing wrong with you being with somebody that is of you and understand your background, your culture. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think a white woman understands a black man walk of life. I don't think she understands the culture. The same thing with a white man. A white man would never understand me. He would never. I don't think he will. I would rather be with a black man any day. I would never. My father was black. Okay, I would not be sleeping with the slave master killer. That's it.
Here, comedian. I didn't know that guy was a comedian, but here is him.
Drewski.
Here's Drewski's girlfriend.
What's up? What's up? This white chocolate.
Good afternoon, white chocolate. The name. Are you a mixed race sister? He said white chocolate.
Yeah.
Or are you Caucasian?
I'm Caucasian.
And what is your Caucasian ethnicity?
What do you mean?
Are you Swedish, Nordic? Are you
I'm
British?
I have Puerto Rican in me.
Okay, so you got some Puerto Rican. Which parent is Puerto Rican?
My dad's side.
And your mama's side is?
White.
And then she
Just
got
white. So
family-
Anglo-Saxon and white Puerto Rican.
And her family members are?
Like mainly black. I got a black family. My stepdad.
Okay, but you identify as Caucasian, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we definitely Snow Bunny. I was not aware of Drewski's type, but if I had to guesstimate what his type is, I would unfortunately have to say I think Brother Drewski prefers a non-African woman. She is not a melanated queen.
They all about jokes. I want you to understand that Drewski is a comedian. It's a reason, and Umar got paid a lot of money just to do that with him. So,
Oh, you don't think that was his girlfriend?
No, Drewski has many girlfriends. You used to see the fat one that he just had not too long ago that's supposed to be pregnant with his baby. Now is not with him. So he does different scenes and stuff like that. So when I saw you put him, I was like, he's a comedian. He's always doing stuff for likes and clicks. Okay, he loves it. So he's a comedian. But again, to each his own. I
Comedian
know
or not, he's
people,
hitting that ass.
huh?
Comedian
To
or not,
each
he's
his
hitting that white ass.
he probably is. To each his own. Whoever want to love is love. That's y'all. I'm not. I don't dock that because my nephew has his lady is white. Shout out to Mary, white girl Mary, because I told her she's the only white woman that can come in my house. Okay. Other than that, no other white woman can come in my house. All right. But other than
Why
that,
is
she got
that?
my little nephew Atlas. Hey Atlas, I miss you, Pookie, and stuff like that. But other than that, no. It's to each his own. My sister's mixed race. Like I said, to each his own. But for me, I'm not messing around with no white man. And for our black men, if you want to be with a white woman, just know that they come with consequences. I'm sorry, it just comes with consequences. People gonna look at you funny. People gonna judge you. You understand? Your credit score might go up just a little bit if you use her face. You understand what I'm saying? Those are just little things, your ups and downs that you get from them, or you might get hung messing around with the wrong white woman. You understand what I'm saying? So again, to each his own. Just know that white women can come with consequences. That's it.
So if you're like I've said this on the show before, white men do it, Asian men do it, Indian men do it, Latino men do it. They work around black women all day and night, 24/7. But at the end of the day, they always marry, women from their race or their culture, right? White men marry white women, right? Asian men do it, Indian. But when you get black men and white men together, it seems to be that somehow they connect, right? They don't seem to have the same barriers that so I don't know what the
Are there any rich white women who date broke black men?
Kim Kardashian's mother. She's dating one right now.
Okay, so she's dating a regular old brother.
She's dating a black man. All her, she taught her. I'm telling you.
Okay, I know. I know there's white women that date black men. I said, are there rich white women that date broke black men? Is he broke?
I don't know what he is. First
Oh,
of all, he's
that
broke.
was the question.
Look, he's
I know
broke to her.
I know
She
there's white
got
women
more
that
money
date.
than she.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I know, but is he broke? Like for example, a rich white woman is not going to date a guy that she see at Target, working at Target, but an NBA player worth millions of dollars can see a hot woman working at Target and ringing up his shit and slip a number to her, and they can be going out on a date, and then one thing leads to another, right? And they can even end up being in a relationship. She can get pregnant, and then from this millionaire ball player, and she's a cashier at Target, and she ended up getting pregnant by this guy. Now she got it made in the shade now because now he got to kick over that money for 18 years. My point is, rich black men will date, go after a regular person, a white girl that works at Target, or he meet at the mall or in the shoe store or whatever. But most rich white women aren't going to date a black guy working at Smoothie King. That's
Well,
what.
you have women that is sugar mamas and they don't have a problem with taking care of their man either. So, and that's black or white, But
that's a rarity, though. I mean, you don't see a lot of that. I mean, that's happened, but there's not a lot of that going on. And I just, yeah, I just think it's a difference. We have different standard, rich black men, or rich men, period. Go after women, no matter what their financial status is. Most men especially rich men, go after attractive women, and they don't care what their pocketbook look like, their bank account look like. They're just going at them because they're attractive. And most rich women, black or white, Halle Berry's not dating the brother that she see at Walmart. I don't care how handsome he may be. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Right, Carl?
Yeah, you're 100% correct.
Yeah. But that don't mean Will Smith can't walk into Target and see some hot chick ringing up his shit and go, man, here's my number. And then they end up together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because men I'm sure you can agree with this, Kev. I'm sure when you used to date, you would see a woman and you would think, man, I'm not in her league because she just has a certain look about her, the way she dressed.
Let me stop you real quickly, Carl. I've never felt that way.
Never felt that way?
No, my confidence has always been high. I've never been in a room and felt like this woman was too hot for me and I couldn't get her. That's not the way. I'm not saying that in a cocky way. I'm not saying that in a cocky way. I'm just being honest.
That's that Sagittarius cocky ass shit.
I'm different. I'm different.
And me being, I'm entertainer, Carl. So most women that I meet or see, I see or meet. It's in my environment. It's in a comedy club or a theater somewhere where I'm performing. So I always feel like and you're in my office. I'm the king anyway. So you're here. You just paid $30 to get in, and I'm the star of the show anyway. So I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying I've never meet women anywhere outside my job, most likely. So
I'm saying back in the day, you at the club or you with your boys, you guys are hanging out. There's all kind of hot, there's all kind of beautiful men at the club. I would look at certain and go, I'm not even gonna waste my time.
I've never felt that way. Never, ever. If I see the best looking woman in the club, that's who I'm going after. I swear to God.
I believe him. I believe him, and I also believe how you feel too, Carl. Because you have men out there that's kind of nervous or don't think that they can be able to pull that girl.
Yeah.
But men don't understand that us women, you can at least try. You understand? Because we might like you. We might like your spirit, but we don't like no scared men. You understand what I'm saying? So I get it. I understand. I done heard many men. And also, I don't get some men, they feel like I'm too aggressive. Like they know that they will have to settle down with a chick like me. I'm not no fly by night. So so again, people can be very intimidated or nervous when they meet somebody or feel like that they're not even looking at me. But try. You might get lucky.
I actually I was talking to this girl. She's stunning, beautiful. And she said, guys don't ask her out. And it says, it's because of how you look.
Yeah.
You look like, don't bother me. Even though you're not, but she just, someone that's so pretty and so well put together. Like, I'm not even gonna. Why would I even waste my time? So she can reject me.
Yeah, and you're not the only one. A friend of mine told me the same thing. He was like, "You look like you too high maintenance."
Yeah.
I said, "What the hell that's supposed to mean?" Well, so you want me to come out here looking like a bum, looking dusty, and then I could get a man looking like that? You understand? And again, it happens. I done been out in the street looking crazy and men would still talk to me. You like, I'm not even put together. You understand? And then I heard an African woman told me, she said, you need to stop being so aggressive. Be quiet and tone yourself down. Get your man and then bring your personality out. That's what an African woman told me. You understand what I'm saying? So again, sometimes people get intimidated by just your appearance, your look, or they be like, I can't. She's not gonna choose me. She's not gonna choose me. Yeah. But my thing is try.
It's easy to say try, man, but you know what I mean? Rejection.
A closed mouth don't get fed, Carl.
The thing is, women hardly ever get rejected, right? Women don't know how to deal. Women don't know how to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Women don't have to deal with rejection the way guys.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Hey, Carl, are you afraid of rejection?
100%.
Yeah.
So am I. And but you have to use your instincts, brother. You gotta use your instincts, man. You gotta, it's all about eye contact and body language. You will know when a woman digs you to the point where you don't have to go up at a club and say, "Hey, can I dance?"
Yeah.
It's all about body language and eye contact before that move even happens.
Yes.
You know?
I mean, like, even now, now I'm single again. And if I'm out at the supermarket and I see plenty of women at the supermarket, at the store, wherever I am, and I'm like, God, she's so pretty. I wish I had Kevin with me to go tell her that I like her.
I would too.
No, a woman like strong men that would take that time to be like, how you doing? Or give them some flowers standing right
But you
there.
know how many men have heard "Don't bother me" and "Why you coming up to me"? I
That
mean,
means she don't like you.
but
Because
but
steady
yeah.
she don't
So,
like
but who wants that feeling again? All you need to do is, I'll tell you a quick story. I know we're kind of getting off topic here, but I remember I was about 17. I was at a party as a club with some friends, and I walked. This girl was dancing. You know how women dance at the club by themselves. If you're dancing by yourself, that means you want to. Why can't I ask you to dance? You're already dancing. I'm just gonna. It's a fast song, so I'm not trying to hold you close. So I walked all the way over there and said, "Hey, would you like to dance?" And she looked at my shoes, my knees, my thigh, came up to my chest, my neck, my face. Then she looked in my eyes and said no. And I didn't walk back across the dance floor. I went around the back where everybody saw me walk. And after that day, Tiffany, I said, never, ever again will I ever ask a woman to dance or ask them.
I'm sorry.
No, I do not like that. It's
you don't like the feeling of
And
rejection.
you know what, Carl? I got some news for you since we're talking about Bunny. A white woman would never do that to you.
No.
That's why y'all choose them, because they won't say, listen to, you don't know if God is making sure you block away from that woman. She could have been the worst woman of your life. Okay, and she had to move on. That's another thing that I had talked about with some women, and talk with my nephews, learning how to deal with rejection. Not everyone is going to want you. Not everyone is going to like you. You're not going to get every job. You're not going to catch every buzz. Like, you have to know that's a part of life, and you have to let it just roll off your shoulders. I'm sorry that it is a lot of people out there that is afraid of rejection. And they actually have classes for that. I didn't even know it was like that. I didn't know that they had classes.
How to handle rejection?
How to handle rejection. Okay, and you can look it up, because I saw, I couldn't believe it. I was in a state of shock. But it's a lot of people out there that's like that's men or women that don't like rejection, or they don't know how to handle it, or they wasn't taught it. That's why I told my nephews from the beginning when they were young, you can't get everything. You're not going to get everything. Not everybody's going to like you, and you will be rejected probably more times than one. But don't let that shit hold you to your heart, because that will mess you up. Like you said, I ain't never, ever gonna do
that. That was almost 50 years ago, and I had never. You know how I got married? My wife called and asked me out. Every girlfriend I've ever had in my entire life, and I'll be honest here, every single girlfriend I've had asked, or it was like we were friends in a friend group, and then we kind of got close and we started going out. But I have never in my life asked a woman out, ever. And I'm 61. And
hey, Carl, I can understand what you're saying on that one, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you on that, man. I feel you on that. Seriously, I feel you on that. And I've been in that position in my life. I talk a lot of shit now, but I've been in that position in my life where you just said, man, trust me.
Kevin.
It took, but it was me. Like I said, outside of my comfort zone, I never had the confidence to go up to a woman in my comfort zone, and which was my workplace, because I'm an entertainer. I felt comfortable after performing on stage to go up to any woman, the most beautiful woman in the room. I'm going to go target that woman because I just got off stage and I'm feeling cocky, right? I'm feeling confident.
That's the stage.
But if I saw that same woman outside of my comfort zone in the grocery store, in the fruit aisle, picking up a cucumber, right? I'm not going to holler at her, right? Because I ain't got the confidence to do it. And I'm afraid of that rejection. I don't feel I'm gonna get rejected in my comfort zone.
No, not when you're in charge of the stage.
Right.
Women be throwing it at you, like, here, you take it here, take it there, take it there. You be having vagina falling out your pockets.
But I had those days. Those days are over.
But I will say this though. If I see a beautiful woman, I will go. If I go talk to her, but in my head, I don't give a shit if she likes me because I'm not in. I put it in my head. that I'm just talking to her. So if she rejects me, I'm not, I don't even talk about, I don't say how pretty you are or no compliments. I talk about, the news or the sun or the weather or whatever. But I kind of want to get in with, but I don't know. It's weird.
We like compliments. There's nothing wrong with compliments, and it's all about your swagger too, Carl.
Yeah,
you can't be coming. Excuse me. You want to go out with me? You can't do that because we're gonna look at you like, look you up and down. Like, if you don't get your ass from away from here now, if we want somebody, we see somebody that look good.
Yeah.
You think we're not going to talk to you, or we feel she just wasn't feeling you at that moment? And matter of fact, you don't know if God was saving you from that moment.
Yeah.
So don't take it like that.
Listen. My secret way to get women, and this works for me, is to ignore women. Every relationship I've been in,
Jesus Christ,
because women thought I was gay, because every guy around is trying to get some, and I'm the only one who's ignoring them. So now they got to prove a point. Who's this guy that's not telling me how nice my ass is? I got, how beautiful I am, how pretty I am.
So you use reverse psychiatry, huh?
No.
Whatever it takes.
I just mind my own business and it works. Anyway, I know we got off topic there, but let's talk about these Somalis who love Trump, who love
That's so funny, Tiff.
Because they was going in. They said, we are voting for Trump.
Yes. So the Somali Americans, I'll play the videos and then we can talk about their stupid ass.
And we're here gathered today with the community leaders, business leaders, and youth leaders from the Somali community and from the Muslim community in Minnesota. And we're gathered here today to fully support and endorse President Trump and J.D. Vance.
Amen.
Some of the key issues of the community are the global wars, and we're for peace. Economic issues, family values, and education are some of the critical issues that this community cares. On top of that, this community cares about the economic issues and the inflation. With all these and a number of other issues, the community came together and fully is standing behind President Donald J. Trump.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and God bless America.
These motherfuckers are crazy. These motherfuckers are crazy.
We as Muslims stand with President Trump because he promises peace.
We love our brothers and sisters who are Democrats, but you left us. And because the left us, join the right, vote for Trump, 2024.
A few moments later.
Out the way, fellas, out the way. Out the way. You're gonna get knocked down. Move!
Somali immigrants in America are in shock and in fear at the very man many of them supported, believing that he would protect them, has not turned against them. Donald Trump officially ended the TPS for Somalis, and for years, Somali families, they lived in the U.S., are dependent on TPS because their home country remained unsafe, unstable, and unlivable. TPS allowed them to work legally, to raise their kids peacefully, and to rebuild their lives. But now things have changed overnight. Now thousands of Somali immigrants, they risk losing their legal status, their right to work, and facing possible deportations back to
He's the ice. He's the ice. He's the ice. Help me. Let him go. Help me. Let him go. He's the ice. He's the ice. He's the ice. Let him go. Why are you taking him? I don't do nothing. He ain't doing nothing. He's the ice. He's just here making a living just like you. He's the ice. Let him go. I don't do nothing. Let him go. I don't do nothing. Let him go.
We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Somalia, which is barely a country, you know, they have no anything. They just run around killing each other, and they contribute nothing. The welfare is like 88%. They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you, okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I can say that about other countries, too. I can say it about other countries, too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other, and we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came from, they got nothing. You know, they came from paradise, and they said, this isn't paradise. But when they come from hell, and they complain, and do nothing but we don't want them in our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it.
Now here's the Somalis responding to what Trump said by calling them garbage.
We accept the president's words. They came from a place of anger and disappointment. I'm sure many Americans feel the same way.
The president was right to let loose his feelings. It shocked us into understanding the severity of the harm our people caused.
These criminals betrayed America's welcoming spirit. The scale of these crimes has stained the reputation of American Somalis.
America's freedoms allowed us to build a unique community here in Minnesota. In return, we must promise to weed out any evil living among us.
This evil came from within our community. And so, as an honorable community, we take responsibility. We must correct this wrongdoing.
The only way to regain the trust of this nation is to root out crime, stay humble, and be forever grateful. That's the premise.
So, as honorable Somalis, we are going to take on the responsibility of apologizing to all Americans. We are deeply, deeply sorry.
The shame of this will haunt us forever. And hopefully over time you will come to forgive us. Thank you.
The man called you guys garbage. What else do you need to hear? The man said you guys are garbage.
He just let.
They don't want him here.
That's our slave masters. We know how they act. But you know, it's real sad that it had to come to this. But my mother used to say, you don't believe doodle stink till it's mushed up in your face. Okay? And this is what's going on with our Somalian brothers and sisters. And you want to hear something? I've been doing history about them for a long time. I don't know if I told y'all that not too long ago, I got actually 5,000 likes on it. These men in Somalia were crying because they could not sleep with little girls anymore. Do y'all remember if I told y'all about that?
Remember that, yeah.
Yeah, they had a law, and the men were crying, okay, that they had to change the law back. That's something that they need to work with people. Also, female circumcision, they need to work on also. But y'all come here, and we don't know if they still doing those practices here as we speak in America, okay? We know who our people are. We know what our white people are capable of. I'm not surprised at Trump's behavior or what he said. He wanted their votes. And he got their votes. They didn't even have to do the song like the Spanish people, vote for Donald Trump, vote for Donald Trump. They didn't have to do that. They was like, we're gonna vote for him. The left left us, or whatever the case would be. And it's so deep because they fight amongst each other. They are tribes fighting against each other when they really supposed to be sticking with each other. So my thing is, I'm not surprised at this. This is a wake up call for them because they were quick to say not too long ago they are not black, they are Arabs. They are Somalians. They are not a part of us. They're not a part of our color system. None of that. But now a lot of them want us to support, or as you see, they are backpedaling. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of that is actually AI of them begging for forgiveness. But it's not gonna work. Once Trump put that negativity out there, because that's negative. And then if you I don't know if you saw when the imam said black Americans have issues because we don't have fathers in the house. I was traumatized. I know my daddy. I know all of us know our daddy on this daggone panel. So for you to sit there and talk about us like that again, people from other countries should learn our culture before you come over here judging us and being disrespectful or trying to. I wonder what they sign when they do their application. They don't put black, they put Arab. I would not be surprised, okay? But they don't understand. Again, this is a race world. So they are getting a wake up call, and I'm sorry, my Somalian brothers and sisters. Y'all getting y'all wake up call. That's it.
I'm not sorry for him.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not sorry for him at all. Speaking of shithole country, Donald Trump, we had another mass shooting yesterday at Brown State University in Providence, Rhode Island. Another mass shooting. I think 11 people were shot, students that were studying for their exams, and 2 of them are deceased.
Oh.
And so that's happened last night. Another mass shooter at Brown State University last night, yesterday evening, I should say. And I think they identified the shooter. They haven't caught him yet, but they identified him. And you'll be shocked to know that he's a white guy, Donald Trump. Not a trans, not a Mexican, not a legal immigrant, not a Somali, not a Haitian.
Most of them is white.
Not a black. It was a white man.
Almost all of them is white.
Walked into that school, high-powered gun, and shot down 11 students while they were studying, killing 2 of them. Yep. 2 students are now dead. Holidays are coming up. We're 12, 13 days from Christmas. Now this family's got to bury their teenagers. I mean, their young adults who are college students trying to better their lives. And some asshole goes into the campus and shoots them. So yeah, we had a mass shooting last night.
We have our issues. That's why I said we don't have time to be worried about everybody else's issues. But in a way, I'm gonna be honest with you. You cannot come here to this country and talk bad on our country or talk bad about us or people that's here and then think that Mr. Orange Man is not gonna come out and call your country stink. When he said your country stinks, I understood in a way, but then I was like, damn, he is damn near disrespectful. He is one white.
Most of these countries are the way they are, Tiffany, is because our government back in the 60s, 50s, and 60s went into these places and went after them and took their resources, their minerals, their gold, their oil, and then now these countries are poor countries because we made them that way. Same thing with this boat thing. They brought up all these boats. We talked about it on the show a few weeks ago. And now they're taking over an oil tanker, which basically boils down to that's what it was about anyway. It was never about drug smugglers. As Carl said on the show, most of those guys were fishermen. But they made it seem like they were going at the drug dealers when they were just going after this country's oil. They're already taking a oil tanker already. They're going after the oil. We're colonized. Colonizers. That's what we're specializing in. This country, I shouldn't say we.
And that's what Africa don't understand. They were colonized. We was over here with these nasty ass slave masters. Regardless to what we were persecuted against, and we were disrespected, and still today in many ways. You know how they handle the system, the law, medical is still a disrespect to us. And then for our own people that I call brothers and sisters because they look just like me and you know, to come over here and vote for someone. And y'all was going hard in the paint for him. And now he is just downright just going in. So again, this is a wake-up call for many people that thought a different way. And now you're getting your wake-up call.
All right. I'm gonna show. I don't know if you got this guy was at these were actually Somalis that were at a Cinnabon. You guys know Cinnabon, that franchise that sells Cinnabons.
Yeah.
And, there was some Somalis. You seen this video, Cam or Tiff? And
No,
Yeah, I saw it when the
I have
white
not seen
woman,
it.
she was
Oh, the white woman.
disrespected.
Yeah.
You know, she raised over $100,000 so far.
Well,
Yes.
you already know that. Look at the lady that was in the park that was calling the special needs kid a nigger
Got a half a
because he wound up trying to take some of the snacks.
She got 700,000. This girl.
Yeah, so you being racist makes you money. So now you're gonna have all these Karens doing racist shit, and then they're gonna run into the right one, and they're gonna get their ass whooped.
So for those of you who haven't seen it, there's this Somali couple went to a Cinnabon to buy some Cinnabons, and this is what happened.
Watch this.
That's nigger. I am racist.
So idiot, for
And
real.
you are a nigger.
You are an idiot. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You ruined your life, by the way.
Oh, talking about
Bye.
you talking about respect? You talking about respect? You are fired from this place, motherfucker. You're not gonna be working here.
Suck it.
That was Crystal Therese Wilsley. She was fired from that Cinnabon. She also has a criminal history of child endangerment. And now there's a fundraiser for her where she's raised over $12,000. You can assume and take a wild guess as to where majority of these funds are coming from and where they identify on the political spectrum. But the bigger frustrating and most concerning issue here is that this is where we are as America, where people feel emboldened, encouraged, supported in their racism and in their bigotry. That is where we are as America. Not pursuing peace, not pursuing unity, not pursuing community, uplifting one another, but division, hate, racism, bigotry, being fueled and perpetuated and propagated by this administration and those who support the acts of this woman and people like her.
Yeah. So far she has raised is up to 100,000 and climbing. Which, like the brother says, that tells you. I mean, we already know. I don't even know why we keep saying this. It is America. That's who we are. You know, why we keep pretending. You know, that's why when I watch CNN and Abby Phillips and that guy Scott Jennings and they're going back and forth with him. Why are you wasting your time? These people are who they are. You know, they are racist and they don't even think there's anything wrong with being racist. It's just because who they are. You know, and we just got to leave them alone and spend our time building our community. But
that's it.
You know,
that's their culture, being disgusting and rude and mean. And again, the Somalians had to get a wake up call. Y'all probably was cool with, you know, certain white people and thought it was okay. Then y'all ran into the most racist one at the Cinnabon working.
He's funny.
They walked right into that right there. She was like, F y'all. Y'all niggers. I don't like y'all.
All right. I wanted to show these two videos because of Tiffany. And I know Tiffany always talks about mental health. And I want everyone that's watching to especially around this time of year, think about the people who are not doing as well as you. I know some people think I'm living paycheck to paycheck and I'm barely making it, but there are some people who have no paycheck. And there's people that are going through a whole lot. And I saw these two videos of these two sisters, and I don't know who they are. I hope they're doing better, but they're going through a lot, and I just wanted to spotlight them. And you know, just when I'm out, I try to be nice to Black people. I do. I go whatever I can do to make a Black person's life easier. That's what I do. Whether it's holding the door open, or whatever small, saying thank you. And I walk by black people, I say hello, I say, what's up, brother? Some look at me like I'm crazy, but but that's just my thing. That's what I do in my own little, crazy world. But these sisters are going, so might be a little trigger warning here because it's very emotional, but it
For
is.
real.
Yes.
So let's do it.
Here we go.
My tissue's ready. Call.
It's gonna be hard to upload this, but I really don't give a fuck. So I have a 7-year-old, and she's autistic. I don't got no village. But you bitches that be like, oh, I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world, is a fucking lie. A fucking lie. I would change it. Motherfuckers judge, but no help. Every day, constantly. Worried about what the fuck I'm doing and not worried about my mental and about what the fuck I got going on. Pray it away. Where the fuck it's gonna go? I can't pray no fucking autism away. How about you pray for me? How about that? And I don't even do shit like this, but I know it's a lot of moms on here that'll get me. Cause my family don't. I'm just all over the place right now. I can't even stop moving. Yeah, fucking lie.
I'm crying because I'm frustrated. And I'm just going to make this video to let out all of the anger and frustration that all the black women feel because I'm tired of it. There's this viral video of Jinjay, whatever the fuck, from UK saying some shit about black women. And I'm here to let out the anger of shut the fuck up! I want everyone to shut the fuck up about black women. I'm so serious. I am just so, I don't think you understand the weight this holds on black women. It's always fucking something. Always something. Always something to be said about black women. Black women wear weave. You don't wear your weave. You wear weave because you don't like yourself. Oh my God, you don't want to be natural. Then when I wear my natural hair, and just because it's short and 4C, then I'm ugly as shit. Leave me alone! Leave us alone! That's it! If you don't want black women, go with the other ones! Stop talking to us! Stop talking about us! Shut the fuck up! I'm so tired! It's always something from white people, then it's from black men, then it's from Africans. I'm tired! Shut the fuck up! Shit!
Yeah.
I felt like that the other day sometime. Let me you listen, I understand. Again, we want to stand for mental health awareness. Both these women are going through a lot, and it's hard being a black woman, holding everything on our shoulders. We have many pocketbooks. We're taking care of children. We're taking care of men. We're in this world that is so hard on us. We're working double jobs. It's just so much, and not one time a person or anybody asks, are you okay? Because they're so expected for us to be okay. A lot, and again, or having children that have autism or have special needs, that's very hard. I know many sisters. I'm cool with a few of them. Like, they are my sister friends that have children that have special needs. And I honor them and I salute them because that's a very hard job. That's a very hard job when you have children that have special needs and you have to take care of them and be there for them for 24 hours. I'm a caregiver of an elder, and I've been a caregiver since I was 14. You understand? So I understand, and you just want to scream or anything. But I would say to these women, take some time out for yourself, okay? And if you have to, and sometimes, like she said, you don't have a tribe, but you have to create something that can be able to give you some time for yourself, that you can be able to breathe, that you can be able to just say, let me take care of me. Also, they have life coaches out there. They have psychiatrists. They have so many outlets for us for help and assistance. Groups, social groups with other women that's going through the same thing. Please do that, because I know it's hard out there, and you cannot snap because your children need you, your family needs you. And if you do need to take that break, take a break, because sometimes you do need a mental break. So Carl, that was for women that really needed it, and for our men to know that our women do go through it. We know y'all go through it, but remember, we have the babies. We have to stick with them. A lot of people don't stick with us with the babies. You understand what I'm saying? So again, we salute those women, and any women out there that is going through something, please reach out to someone.
Yeah, Tiff, when I saw those videos, I thought about you, and and Black people in general. That's why, like I said, as I go through my daily life, I try to be as kind as possible to Black people. If somebody cut me off and they're Black or whatever, I don't get into road rage with Black people. I really try to make our lives as easy as possible. I'm not going to show the video, but there's a video with this Black girl who's looking for a job, and she set up an account on LinkedIn. She has a LinkedIn account. She's Black and she's getting no responses. She changed her picture to a white
woman, and she got mad responses.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just dealing with that, and then having, like the girl said, Black men telling you what's wrong with your hair, then you got to deal with all the microaggressions from, it's just so much that you got to deal with when you're Black, male or female. But I think a lot of women get it more than the men. So I'm just gonna say, if you're Black and you can make a Black person's life easier, I'm not saying if you work at a bank, slip an extra couple $100 to the Black. I'm not saying that. Don't do anything illegal.
It'd be the smallest things that count.
Yeah, pay him a compliment. Just even saying hello. But we grew up in this culture where just mean mugging, as they say, is a thing with Black people. We just walk by each other and stare.
It's for self type of energy. And also, one more thing, if you cannot handle social media, we did a show on that. Stay off of social media, because social media is not good all the time for people that have mental issues, or they have anxieties, or they have certain things, or they so used to, they can't deal with people's criticism. Stay off of it. Block it. Put stuff that's positive down your timeline. You understand? Stop getting involved, because that social media will tear you up. It will wear you down. And if you're not strong enough to deal with, like the rejection thing we was talking about, if you're not strong enough to deal with the backlash of social media and people judging you or saying something, just stay off of social media.
All right. Well, we're going to close it out. Before I go, though, I want to show Kevin and Tiffany. These are the white people we see in Barbados, which would explain why Black people from the Caribbean. I don't know about Africa. I've never been to Africa, but why we come to the America and we see white people and we don't see them in the same light as Black Americans do. And these are white people in the Caribbean.
That was all you had?
All right, here we go.
black culture. Look at them dancing and whining and stepping and jazzing and stuff.
I'm
That's living
saying,
a carefree life.
yeah, so that's the side of the white people we see. We didn't get to see all the other stuff, you guys. I'm
So
sure.
y'all saw them all dancing and whining with y'all to y'all music.
Yeah. So so that's what we see. So anyway, Tiffany, what did you learn on today's show or want to share before we take off?
I'm black and I'm proud. That's what. Listen, you learn something every day. And again, we are in the time and era of wake up calls. And we're going to be seeing a lot of that. You see it's the end of 2025. We learned a lot. We've been through a lot. We had our ups, we had our downs, we cried, we was happy. And we learned a lot. And I hope, in this new year that's coming in soon, that people will learn from their mistakes. They're being judgmental or judging people or judging a country. Like, I hope that everything, people will do more research, and learn more about each other instead of going against one another. Somalia, again, I think they are beautiful people. If y'all ever look at some Somalians, they're beautiful. They're very beautiful people. But again, when you are in a country, American country, always know this is a race country. They don't care about nothing else. Once they see that you're this, you are considered black. They don't care about anything else. What else? And again, we want to thank everybody for chiming in with us for another 2 hours. Listen, we be trying not to stay on here for 2 hours, but it doesn't work because we got so much to talk about, so much going on. So again, shout out to black men. I love you. I love you very much. And there's enough black women out here for you to deal with. We got light skin, we got brown skin, we got Afro Caribbean, we got all that stuff, okay? So we have a mixture. Again, if you feel like you need to love a white woman, to each his own. But if you want something real and someone that understands you, please find you a beautiful black queen. No snow bunnies, never, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know what you think.
Kev, Black Queens forever, snow bunnies never. All right. Love is love. Love is love.
Love is love, man. Love is love. We're all human beings at the end of the day, no matter what shade we are, But we live in different times right now. So if you're rich and famous, just watch your back. You just can't I don't know. I can't get over this whole football thing. This just bothers me, man. That this guy
It keeps happening, right? It just
lost
keeps happening.
he lost everything, and he didn't have to because he could have just lost his job, and then he would have got probably another job as a football coach somewhere else. But once you go to the lady's house and threaten her, and then say you could commit suicide and
that's it,
double murder and all that stuff, now there's no coming back from that. Like, you're never gonna get another job, prestige job as a head coach now. You probably can't even coach a high school at this point. So hopefully the brother puts some money away.
That's what somebody put in the comment. I hope he saved his money.
Yeah, I hope he puts some money away, because hopefully he puts some money away. He's making what, $6 million a year. He's been making that for a few years, so maybe he got some. He's worth $4 or $5 million. That's enough money to live.
His wife is about to get that money with that divorce.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's no guarantee she's going to divorce him either. She might stand by his side, and they got 3 young children. Maybe she don't want her children to grow up without their father, so maybe they're going to work it out. So as Jeffrey Osborne once said, where did we go wrong? So hey, I don't know if his wife's going to leave him. If she does, he's in trouble, because she definitely going to get that money. But if she sticks by his side and say, all right, you effed up, let's get through this, he'll bounce back. Depends what type of woman he got, right? So I don't know. But I learned that if you're rich and famous, keep it in your pants.
Yeah.
But can he get another coaching job at another college?
No,
Not
no.
right now. Not after he
He,
been
you
disrespected.
know, Madoka, whatever his name is from Boston Celtics, he's coaching again. He's back coaching the Houston Rockets, making big money, back on the NBA scene, doing his thing. His team is winning, so he's back in the league with a winning team as a coach. So he's bounced back. But he had an affair with a woman, a married woman, and he cheated on his fiance, Nina Long. But he didn't go to the girl's house, grab a knife out the drawer, and say, "I'm going to kill myself, and I'm going to kill you too, because you ruined my life."
White woman.
Yeah, all of that stuff. That changed the game. And you got
Yeah,
arrested.
that messed him
And you
up.
got arrested too, because now
He's
you're
out on
arrested.
bond though, on $25,000 bond.
Well, that's nothing to him. He's a millionaire, but I'm just saying, yeah, I'm glad he's out. But yeah, he's going to have, I don't know if he can recover from that, Carl. Like I said, I don't think he can get a job coaching in a high school at this point. Hopefully the brother put some money away, made some good investments, because I don't know how he recovers from this, So yeah, it's going to be hard for him to come back
He look
from
a
this.
mess too.
And he was on the top of the world 82
One
hours
day,
ago.
and then-
82 hours ago, and now he's I don't know, man. It's sad. It's sad to see this happen to a black man, but it's nobody's fault but his own.
Yes, we need to stress that every choice that we make comes with consequences.
But
So
she
he
had
had
nothing
a
to
choice.
lose. She had nothing to lose. He had everything to lose.
He didn't think about that. Was he thinking more with his head down there, or he was thinking more with his head up there? Because we see he's
I
goddamn
think it was the
haircut.
head up here, to be honest with you, because I don't think it's a sex thing. It's an ego thing. When you're rich, you're powerful. And when you're powerful, you think you can get away with anything.
But you're still a black man in a white world. You rich and with a couple of dollars? No, you played yourself and slept with this white girl after you already have one. No, he did too much.
But Tiff, I can tell you, but he's not thinking. I mean, you're not thinking. When you're in that environment, you get lost in it, and you don't.
So you think that's what it is? He got money, and then it took him to another level, and he changed.
Same OJ said, "I'm not black. I'm OJ." Right?
Yeah, I mean, you got a different level, so you can't comprehend that. But when you got that money and that power, and he was a head coach of a very popular university.
Michigan, you know about the Michigan?
Yeah, he's the head coach. I mean, they're paying him millions of dollars to coach a college. He's not even coaching the pros. He's making millions coaching college.
Mm-hmm. And he messed that up in one day. So that's like the same thing with P. Diddy. Because he had money, he was able to do this because he felt like he had this power and became arrogant.
Diddy
and on top of that, drugs and alcohol.
Diddy will bounce back though. Believe it or not. I see Diddy bouncing back. I see Diddy getting out of prison and having, I think he's coming. I think Diddy's gonna make a comeback. I don't think the documentary is gonna take him down, because I think only people on TikTok and social media are excited about the documentary because they need clicks and likes. But there's been people, that I've been watching that's, insiders who are, doubting the documentaries, being real. I forgot the dude's name with the crazy hair. He used to be on TV, but he knows Diddy. You know what I'm talking about, with the big glasses. He got the afro with the big glasses. What's that brother's name? Torre. Yeah. He is no fan of Diddy, but he came out and he's calling 50 Cent out, and he's saying that 50 Cent got y'all thinking that that Diddy killed Pac. No, Suge killed Pac. So he's starting. People, the documentary is entertaining and
or alleged, because I don't think Suge did it. I don't think Suge did it, because they was trying to kill Suge too.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Suge ain't getting out of jail. Suge's in jail for murder, by the way.
Yeah,
Diddy's
and
not.
if you see what happened, you probably would have did the same thing. He was being attacked, and he pulled the car back and ran that motherfucker over.
Yeah, well, you can't do that.
No, you can't do that, but you cannot. You're going to protect yourself by any means necessary. I'm going to be honest. He's not as bad as if you listen to see what's going on with Puffy and all these accusations and R. Kelly. Listen, white men wouldn't be doing these numbers like this. Stop
You
it.
know what, Tip? I think that I hate to prolong the show, but I think like nobody had the guts to do a documentary like 50 Cent did on Diddy. Nobody had the testicles to do that on Suge Knight because they fear for their life still, even though he's behind bars, because Suge Knight has done a lot of dirt. Suge Knight hung the scene in the Five Heartbeats where Big Red hung the dude from the window by the ankles and threaded. That was taken from Suge Knight. Actually did that same thing to Vanilla Ice.
Ice, baby.
He hung Vanilla Ice from the window of a hotel by his ankles,
Listen.
threatening to drop him if he didn't sign over that contract and that money. Yes. So don't get it twisted. Suge ain't no angel.
I didn't say he was an angel, but you cannot be an angel in this business. You can't be sweet and angelic. Okay, so again, each one of them have their own things. But if the roles was switched, if they were white men, it would not be. They would not be in jail, or they'll probably do a year or something like this. They gave them over football numbers. What 10, 20
Yeah,
years
of
ago.
course. Yeah, we know that. And don't get it, and don't think 50 Cent don't have no skeletons in his closet either. Everybody
Everyone
in this
has a
business on this
skeleton.
level got some skeletons in their closet and done some dirt, on all levels to get to where they are, They're just gangsters with a microphone, man. That's all, and shrewd businessmen,
And I
And
don't think it's only 50. 50 is one of the producers, but they have other producers. There's a white woman. I think her name is Stein or something, which I believe she's a Jewish sister. She's
yeah,
another
Stein,
one
yeah,
that
that's good.
has a part of a white woman. So again, he is not only his hands, it's many people's hands. They want to shut him down and completely close the jaw on him. But like you said, he is going to move them shoulders and do the diddy wop, and he's going to get up out of it, and he's going to be back to hopefully he won't be on drugs, and he clean himself up, because that's what I'm looking for him. He needs to clean himself up and make amends to his family and his fans that really looked out for him, and all his artists. Pay them, give them their money, and move on.
Amen.
Well, you think that's going to happen? Do you think he's going to get off that money to pay them? I don't.
I'm just saying
I
that
don't
will
know.
help him get rid of some of that bad karma. He
Well, the only
needs
people
to
he owe
get
money,
clean.
only people he owe money to are deceased, right? Black Rob deceased. Craig Mack is
Give
deceased.
his family a check. I don't care. Pay total. Get them out their record deal so they can make music again. I don't care what he do. He needs to turn from the nasty Grinch of hip hop and do something different when he come home. And that's giving back to who he tore down and messed up. And I think that he will be all right.
He could produce a Korean rapper.
He probably make money off of that too.
Hey, Usher's doing well. He was a Diddy protege. Little Kim's still doing well. She was a Diddy protege. Neither one of those two were mentioned in the. Who else?
They're not going to be mentioned because they hide some of the skeletons. They know what was. Half of these people know what was going on behind closed door. It's just that they didn't say anything about what they said. Hear no evil, see no evils, talk no evil. So they're not going to say anything. And I understand this man has paid their bills or did for them for many years. Why are they going to snitch? It's just certain people that's not going to snitch. And we from Brooklyn. We not snitching. They're not snitching. They better stay out of it because they don't want to be caught up.
I gotta say one more thing before we end the show. Free R. Kelly and free Diddy. I'm done.
Yeah, I think they should. I think they both need intense help. They need to be talked to, and I hope that if they do get out, they give back to the community that they that they was not how do you say appreciating.
Because the president of the United States and all these other fools and all these priests and all these other fools who did dirt and they still living their lives. So let those two men out of jail. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
2 men out of jail. Free Diddy, free R. Kelly. Had enough.
I think they learned their lesson. You don't need 30 years to learn your lesson.
That's true. I think they should free Suge. Get Suge out.
And free Suge too, man. We need some more good music. Bring all that shit
Suge
back.
been in there for 10 years now.
That's crazy, man. Let that man out of jail.
Yeah, Suge been in jail for 10 years for protecting
Free
his
Suge
ass.
Knight too, damn it. Free them all, man. I don't think, free. I don't know. Free. There's worse people than those guys that are still on the streets that done dirt, and man, free those guys, man. It's ridiculous. I forgot about shit.
Didn't Suge Knight over two people with a car or something like that?
No, it didn't. If you listen to his story, he would tell you he was going to pick up some money about the movie with Ice Cube and them. And one of the guys jumped in the car and started punching him in his face. So he's moving the car back and forth, and the guy must have fell out or fell or something. And as he moving back and forth, he ran their ass over. It wasn't like he was intentionally. No, they attacked him. And he said it. You can see it on camera. They attacked him.
Okay. But it's one of those deals where they wanted to get him. They got him just like they wanted to get OJ. So they got him on the.
They found some type of way to get him.
And they wanted to get Diddy, and they got him. I mean, these are not choir boys, but I mean, there are worse people out there that shit.
Yes.
Look at Elvis. He started with his wife at 14. Jerry Lee Lewis, 13-year-old cousin, and had with the press, in front of the press, a press conference, hugging and kissing his 13-year-old cousin. And she's chewing gum and like a little girl, and
look at all the pictures that just came out with Epstein, with Woody Harrelson. What is his name? Woody Harrelson, whatever. He was sleeping around with his stepdaughter. So again, it's so many other people that deserve those lockups. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, if you did wrong,
Woody Allen,
Woody
Allen.
Allen, whatever his name is, with the glasses, old freak white boy. I feel like, you supposed to do the time if you did something you didn't supposed to have done. But be fair.
Yeah. All right, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to our new people that have started watching us. Shout out to my friend in Canada,
hey.
Donna, who I went to school with, and we recently reconnected. And she's watching. So thanks, Donna, and hopefully you come back next Sunday and bring some more people. And Kevin, I love you, brother. Tiffany, I love you. And you guys get me a hot topic, so I don't have to listen to I don't have to look at Tiffany in that face. Listen, let me let the people know. I always say, Kevin and Tiffany, tell me what's hot, because I'm busy during the week. I don't have the pulse on America. You guys have the pulse on America, because I do the early. I do, so I got to get all that stuff in early. So if you don't give me a hot topic, I'm going to choose my own. You know what I mean? Next week, we might be talking about Pinocchio or Little Miss Muffet. You never know, because I'm going to choose the hot topic. But you guys know what I'm saying. All right. Thanks to everyone for watching the show. We love you. I truly mean that. We really appreciate you guys taking your 2 hours out of your day or your night to watch our show. And we truly appreciate it. And want you guys to have a good night. Tiffany, did I say I love you? Or I admit that?
Yes, you love me. Happy birthday, Unique.
All right. Yes, Unique.
She's like, thank you.
Happy birthday, Unique. Happy birthday.
Yeah, she was in the living room. She was like, thank you.
All right, Unique. I hope you enjoyed your milkshakes. Love you guys. All right. Talk to you guys later. See you guys next week. Bye.
Next week. We out. Peace.
With the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. We helping you grow the black therapy show. You be in a safe space, dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. You know, with Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany, you'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We're giving you empathy, we're gonna challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all the schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from my God above. No, it's call Kevin and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.
Let's go.